Welcome to Friday Friends, RI Elder Info's weekly look at the organizations and individuals providing resources for Rhode Island seniors, caregivers, and professionals.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It is 9 o'clock on Friday, and you are watching me, Deb Burton, host of Friday Friends here at RI Elder Info, where every week we bring you information that you or someone you know needs to know about. So please make sure you hit the like button, the share button, all the bells and whistles and social media cues that say, hey, check this out. Today, we are having a conversation for those individuals who are intellectually curious. So I think it'll be a great conversation that you'll want to share out with your friends. Now, as you all know, we are a 501c3 nonprofit, and this would not be possible without the support of Point 32 Health Foundation, United Healthcare, as well as McCarthy Law. Here's a message from McCarthy Law.
Here at McCarthy Law, we practice in the areas of estate planning, long-term care planning, elder care law, and residential real estate. Our focus is really on providing peace of mind to our clients.
If you're interested in scheduling a consultation with our office, you can feel free to reach out to us at 401-541-5540. You can also reach out via website at www.mccarthylawri.com. You also should check out our social media, both on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn for some helpful tips and tricks.
Hey, welcome, Frank. How are you?
I'm well, Deb. Thank you very much for having us represent Hamilton House. And how are you today?
Very good, very good. So please, can you tell everybody what is Hamilton House and what is your role there?
Well, my role at Hamilton House, currently I'm the president of the board of directors. And Hamilton House is a organization that provides educational, social, and physical activities for any citizens that are over 55 years old.
Wow. And how long has Hamilton House been doing those things?
Well, we've been doing it since 1972, and we are the oldest organization in Rhode Island that provides these kind of educational and social activities for what might be called senior citizens.
So folks over 55, myself included.
Yes, by all means.
Awesome. So for other than folks over the age of 55, who else, or what are the other qualifying requirements for membership? Is there a membership for Hamilton House?
Well, there is a membership. We are a member-driven organization. And aside from your age, there are no other requirements other than to pay the minimal annual dues to be a member. Those annual dues are $225 for an individual, $325 if you join as a couple, and that gets you access to 98% of all of the activities that Hamilton House has. There are a few exceptions, but they're primarily due when you go to a class that has a product or something that produces, like you have to pay for the clay for the pottery class, or maybe if you go to one of our picnics or outings, there's a fee for that. But usually those fees run between 10 and 25. It's a very nominal membership fee for all of the activities that we provide.
That's awesome. So what are some of the other kinds of activities that people can expect at Hamilton House if they become members?
I'm glad you asked that. We have a variety of quality products, quality services. First, there are language classes. There are 3 different language classes if you want to learn a new language: French, German, and Spanish. There are 5 different discussion groups that go on throughout the week, on various topics, from men's topics, current events, to just general topics. We have presentations by outside presenters, such as local authors, local professors. In fact, we just had a wonderful presentation this morning by the preeminent model maker in the United States, whose models sell for close to thousands of dollars. And he had a fantastic presentation.
I got to ask, models of what?
Well, there are models of airplanes, cars, and boats primarily. And he is just starting building a model, a 5-foot model of the Titanic. He hasn't started that yet, and he is. His name is the Pope of Plastics, and I don't want to necessarily give him a commercial, but he's from Rhode Island, and he is, as I said, a great model maker. But he's one of the outside presenters. Another outside presenter is a professor from Roger Williams University, and she is probably the preeminent expert on Roger Williams. And she talks about colonial history in Rhode Island, and it is just fascinating to listen to her and the excitement that she brings to colonial history. So those are some of the activities. There are also reading group, poetry group, meditation group. There are games that you can come and play with the group. There are just so many things that we offer of a high quality nature for those who want to get involved and stay mentally and socially active.
It sounds like there's a whole lot to do that is perhaps a great community resource that's not your traditional sort of senior center. Now, do you guys offer lunches like senior centers do, or is it a little different?
Well, 2 points I'd like to make on that. Yes, we are different than the standard senior center because of the programming is more geared to being those people who want to continue to learn and be intellectually curious. And yes, we do have a lunch program. The lunches are sandwiches, usually a soup and a dessert. Very basic, but it offers a great opportunity for more social interaction with the membership.
Okay, so it's just it is very different types of programs.
Yes.
That's awesome. And it is a membership organization now. Is it a nonprofit or are you a for-profit? How does that work?
We are a nonprofit organization similar to your organization. We're a 501c3, and we work and we live because of the donations that we get, from members and outsiders. But also, if you look at our website, you'll notice that we are housed in a building that was built in 1896. Wow. It's on the National Historic Register of Historic Places. It is a fantastic French chateau design building. It is a wonderful replica of that time period. It is an architectural gem. And as you could expect, any building that old requires maintenance, and we want to be proper stewards of that building. So donations to keep the building up and running are also something we have to consider.
Absolutely. Now, where is Hamilton House located? I don't think we said where it was.
No, that's a good question. Hamilton House is located on the east side of Providence on Angel Street, almost on the corner of Angel Street and Hope Street.
Okay. How does parking over that way work? Because I know sometimes east side parking is a little like, eh.
East side parking can be a little bit dicey. We have limited parking on premise, and we have special parking privileges on street, which we can discuss with a member when they join.
Got it.
But we have a special parking sticker that you can have that gives you some special rights that regular people don't have.
That's really good. That's really important to be able to park to get into Hamilton House. And, I was so grateful that you were able to provide the tour to me, because that building is absolutely amazing. What a true historical treasure over on the east side. And if people maybe are not 55 and over, but they're curious and they'd like to take a tour and learn about the history of Hamilton House, is that an option for folks?
Yes, it is. If someone calls up and says they'd like to take a tour, they can certainly come in and take the tour, because one of the things that sometimes happens is we find that the children, people who might be 30 or 40 years old, say, you know what? My mom or dad could really use this place, and we'd love to show it to the children as a possibility. I got my first membership as a gift. So that's how it happens. And the tour won't last that long, because Hamilton House is, we operate on pretty much just the first floor of this 3-story building. So the tour won't take too long, but certainly you could call and make arrangements to come in. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you have some beautiful artwork in the building as well. It was stunning, like absolutely beautiful.
I don't remember when you were there whether we had the cross-stitch artwork up.
Yes, I think that had just gone up, and
Yes.
to hear the history behind those panels, it was very educational and enlightening, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, it's amazing work, and all of those cross-stitch pictures that are up there were made by one of our members, cross-stitched by our members, and the cross-stitching literally, I think, is a 1/16 of an inch per stitch. And when you look at those pictures, it looks like you're looking at a photograph. And
Yeah.
some of them, and at least one of them, has 97 different colors. Hamilton House is really a special place because of that, and the quality of the members that we have and the diverse backgrounds that the membership has.
Yeah, it sounds wonderful. So you need to be over 55. It is a membership, and for the individual, I think I caught that it was $225 per year, and a couple is $325 per year. But that includes like your poetry workshops, your educational workshops. It's only if you have to, if there's like a material thing, then there might be an extra fee to like cover that kind of cost.
That is correct. And we also have day trips, which I did not mention. Day trips that go to various interesting places, sometimes educational, to a museum, but sometimes just fun places, going to various parks or flower gardens. And those trips are at cost. We don't make any profit on those at all. But what we're trying to do is to provide a very robust activities for our members so they can stay mentally active, mentally curious if they want to be, and stay busy, because we've found, and I think there's enough research out there that says the more mentally active you can be when you get a little bit older in age, the better it is. And it's also, I was just reading just recently, a big help to our immune system. So that's a little bit beyond me because I'm not a doctor, but it's very interesting. You know, we do a lot of things that help out on the side, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Reduce social isolation, loneliness, keep your brain engaged. All those things are really important for all of us across the age spectrum. Now, you mentioned that there are the program, the trips. Does Hamilton House provide transportation? Or do you have the ability to pick people up in the community, or do people have to come themselves?
When we have a trip, we will provide transportation.
Okay.
That's all will all be arranged for. In many cases, the lunch will also be provided. But again, that's all within the cost, and certainly will be specified when the trip is advertised to the membership.
That is amazing. And Hamilton House has been around, I think I remember you saying it was one of the very first educational social activity locations in the state.
That is correct. We started in 1972, and to the best of our way that we go back and can go back in history, we think we're the first organization of this kind to provide these kind of services for senior citizens in the Rhode Island area. And we're open to anybody who can get to Hamilton House. We're not constrained to someone just from Providence. I don't live in Providence. I live in nearby Massachusetts, and I get there. We have people coming in from Mansfield. We have people coming in from I would say far away. That's a Rhode Islandism, because they're coming in from Pasco, Rhode Island.
Oh my God, I hope they pack a lunch. Oh wait, they can get lunch there.
No, lunch is available.
That's good, because if you're coming all the way from Pasco, you're definitely going to need a snack.
Yeah, that's for sure. But you know what's happening right now, Deb, with the conversation with you and I, this is what Hamilton House is about. We have good conversations, we have fun, we laugh with each other, we learn from each other, and it's just a wonderful time. I've gotten a lot more out of Hamilton House than I've ever expected. I joined just to play Scrabble and to get into one discussion group, and I have found so much more to keep myself active and busy with them, with the discussion groups, playing games, but just the conversations with people and the learning about them. And it's been a good experience. And I think it'll be a good experience for anybody to come on and try. In fact, if I could, If someone is interested, they can come in as a guest, not only take the tour, but they can come in as a guest and try on one of the activities, see if it works for them. And if it does, they can join. If it doesn't, well, it's been great meeting you, and maybe sometime in the future.
Exactly. No harm, no foul.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Now, as a nonprofit, you do have the membership fees, but do you have any fundraisers coming up? I know historical buildings, there is nothing square, level, true, or plumb, and it takes a bit for things that need repair. Do you have like fundraisers or donor programs, anything like that?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because we do have a fundraiser coming up. In fact, it's just gotten put together within the last couple of days. And we will be having a silent auction coming up in November that will be open to the community. And I can give you a little bit of heads up to you and your listeners, in that one of the things that will be auctioned off will be a 1-week vacation in the island of St. Martin in the Netherlands Antilles in the Caribbean.
That sounds wonderful. And by November, my goodness, all this hot weather will have passed and we will be longing for white sands and sunshine.
Right. The vacation will be in one of the peak seasons down in the St. Martin area in March. So sweet. That's one of the items, and we're working on getting more contributions to that, to the silent auction as we go ahead. As I said, we just started putting this together the last couple of days, and we're starting to work on talking to people and talking to potential donors about providing services or products that we can auction off. But we know we have that one taken care of already, that St. Martin vacation.
That is awesome. That sounds wonderful. Well, Frank, I'm really glad that you were able to come on today. Do you have any final thoughts or words that you'd like to share with folks?
Well, I think the only final thought I would like to make, I guess, and thank you for the opportunity, is that if you are intellectually curious, you want to stay mentally and physically active with people of your own age, Hamilton House could be a good place to try on and find us. And you'll find that we're willing, we're non-judgmental, respectful of everybody's point of view, and we have a good time being together.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on today. It's a great place and it's a beautiful building. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Everybody, Hamilton House is one of those unique gems over on the east side. And I strongly encourage, reach out to Frank at the 831-1800 phone number to schedule a time to go out and check it out, try one of the programs, see if it's something that works for you, because there's just so many different opportunities and so many different activities and events in a fabulous historical building. So again, you're not limited to being a resident of the surrounding area. You can be coming in from Massachusetts, Connecticut, anywhere across the state, even Pasco, and you'll get a lunch. Oh, my friends, I'm so glad that you were able to join us today. As you all know, we are a nonprofit, and we could not bring this to you without the support of our donors and sponsors. So a big thank you. I look forward to seeing you all again next week. In the meantime, be well and be kind.